So we're here at SEMA headquarters in Diamond Bar with the new GR86, and I just want to kind of take you through some of the design and what's been done as this car has evolved since it was introduced in 2013. So from a front end, obviously we've got a lot of styling change to the nose. The headlights, even though they were exposed before, are even more out there. I would say perhaps even more high-end European looking. Obviously more of a front bumper treatment here. You'll notice here that the vents in the side, or in the side of the nose really, are open and they're fully functional. Also, a lot of vehicles now, even though they have sort of this honeycomb or some kind of a shape in the grille, most of them are blocked off, whereas on this car, a few of them are blocked off on the top, but they're all opened up on the bottom to get airflow into the radiator, which is really cool. From this angle, you can see that the roof has almost like a little bit of a double bubble. And this generation actually has an all aluminum roof in addition to the hood and the fenders to reduce weight. So as we kind of walk around here to the side, we've got a very similar brake package, but what we have is a wheel that has gone up a ½ inch in width. This actually is the premium model. So this is one of the features, is the 18 by 7.5 wheel with the Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tire, which is a super grippy tire. Before it was only available on the TRD Special Edition. Now it comes on every premium that you can get from Toyota here for the GR86. So here's the extraction side of the vent in the side. Of course, this one's also functional. Both you can see here, as well as here. My finger's poking out. I don't want to get stuck in there.
So while we're here, let's talk about the move to the 2.4 liter. What sparked that decision?
Well, there was a 2.4 liter, some version of a 2.4 liter Boxer that was already in existence. Certainly Toyota heard loud and clear people's desire for more power and especially more torque. I would say the old FA20 2 liter, it had decent power. The torque was a little bit lacking. So in doing this, which they mostly did by making the bore wider, you not only increase the horsepower by almost 20%, but if you remember we looked at that curve, there's a lot more area under the curve and torque, and also that whole valley where it dips down from 3 to 4,000, they virtually eliminated it. So even though it's got more horsepower, basically the torque characteristics of the motor really were improved. And I think you're gonna feel that in places, so since I'm a racer, you'll feel that in places where we talk about punching out of the corner. The ability to actually squirt out of the corner when the driver goes to gas as he's going around the apex and heading to the exit, that's gonna really be felt. So horsepower lives way up high, but you need that torque to pull yourself out of the corner. So I think that that's gonna help. It'll even help if you're just a casual canyon carver on Mulholland driving by the rock store, for instance.
Now leading into the aftermarket industry, what are some things that you believe we will be seeing for the GR86 from aftermarket manufacturers?
So since we're here at the SEMA Garage, and the whole reason why we have these cars is because we're having a measuring session for the aftermarket companies to figure out what they're going to build and how they're going to make it all fit and work right. We've already seen some of what the interest is, so I can speak very specifically to it. I would say that you're going to see coilovers coming out for the car. You're going to see big brake kit coming out for the car. You're going to see a whole lot of different wheel options for the car. You're going to see a supercharger system for the car.
That's great.
So you ask about forced induction. I'm sure that there will be a supercharger system for the car based on what we've seen in terms of the interest level. There'll certainly be brake pads for the car. There's probably going to be some carbon fiber stuff for the exterior of the car. Maybe somebody will create a wide body. Certainly there's going to be exhaust, and we know from just a little bit earlier today that there's folks that are working on the intake. So that gives you just a basic grouping of what we see happening, but it's pretty much all fair game. Some people are going to be more show and other people are going to be more go. I'm more in the latter camp, of course, as a racer, but there's going to be something for everybody on this car.
That's great. Well, it's a beautiful car. I really appreciate your time for showing me everything that the GR86 is all about.
All good.